Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here, as it'll be the Condors of Orlando taking on the Dallas Cowboys. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When you look at this defense, in that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Prescott from the gun. Able to hit his target Lamb. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
That's dumped off to Pollard. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So no gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. At their own 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Powell. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he's taken down inside the 30. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with the new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
First down, Hal to throw. The connection with his running back, Josh Jacobs.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
Jacobs. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's
a lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
One more time with Jacobs. And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Josh Jacobs with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Condors are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you plan on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
Now a running play here with Lamb.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
The Cowboys at 6-4 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Escaping the pressure right.
He finds his man, Pollard.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it second down.
Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening. But how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
2nd and a couple.
Here's Pollard again. And he'll go down at the 28.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
Cameron Curl with the tackle that time.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
2nd down, Pollard again.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick. Thus, inaccurate, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it.
Well, that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal.
They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 18-yard line.
Let's go. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
They come off a quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006, and usually it's division rivals.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown! Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 60.
And the Condors are able to extend their lead. Sly on for the extra point.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Next to score, Condors 14, Cowboys 3. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Second down and 8.
Hey, kill! 47. 26.
Here's Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Then we're going to 53. 26.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain of 31 on third down.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. And he'll work down inside the 45.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Then we're going to 53.
They'll run the end around. This is Cooks. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I don't want to sound old or anything here, partner, but I remember the days in this situation where you just put the ball in the hands of a running back. Now, it could be anyone carrying the football to try and pick up a first down or a touchdown.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Running right, it's Pollard. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. In motion left goes Cooks. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fights forward at the 20. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs, and he stopped immediately there. Saw the linebacker Damone Clark coming through with a stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Howell throwing on third down here. That one complete out to Dotson.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Well, Howell's going to mix it up here.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
That one downfield for Dotson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Benjamin St. Just.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That one downfield for Dotson.
And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, at the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Here we go, kill. Here we go, 46.
Final play of the half. Prescott.
Looking downfield for Pollard. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Here's a 2nd and 8. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Powell going to audible to something else.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Dorrance Armstrong coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. Jamin Davis in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Hey, kill. What do you think?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Gets this out quickly to Dotson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the 12-yard line.
Now they go play action with Howell.
Sliding out of the pocket.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Mozzie Smith, he fought through to record the sack.
And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2nd and 10 at the 18.
2nd and 10 at the 18. 2nd and 10 at the 18. 2nd and 10 at the 18. 2nd and 10 at the 18. 2nd and 10 at the 18. 2nd and 10 at the 18. 2nd and 10 at the 18. 2nd and 10 at the 18. 2nd and 10 at the 18. 2nd and 10 at the 18. 2nd and 10 at the 18. 2nd and 10 at the 18. 2nd and 10 at the 18. 2nd and 10 at the 18. 2nd and 10 at the 18. 2nd and 10 at the 18. 2nd and 10 at the 18. 2nd and 10 at the 18. 2nd and 10 at the 18. 2nd and 10 at the 18. 2nd and 10 at the 18. 2nd and 10 at the 18. 2nd and 10 at the 18. 2nd and 10 at the 18. 2nd and 10 at the 18. 2nd and 10 at
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Prescott down.
That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end.
And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
A gain of 9. It's 4th down.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down. They only needed 1, but it ends up being a gain of 6 and moves the chains.
4th down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
A first down throw for Prescott.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Out of the gun, a give to Pollard.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 8. A give to Pollard, running left.
That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. They'll roll him out, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Peyton Hendershot,
His first touchdown on the year.
and the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Powell changing the play here.
Here's 2nd and 8. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Orlando.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Off-play action. It's Howell.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And now the punter Tress Way as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Throwing, Prescott.
Into the hands of Cooks.
Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6.
Here we go, 47. Hey, here we go.
Here's Dak. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Here's 1st down.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. To throw, Prescott. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. Here's 3rd down and 5.
Here we go, 46.
3rd and 5.
Here we go, kill. 26.
Now Dak.
And that's complete to Cooks.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Well, this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down.
Letting one go deep for the end zone.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times
is beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah,